All right, so right now I'm here with alumni, Mr. David Peavy. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good today, Galen.
Yes, sir. So, what year did you graduate from Arkansas High, to be honest?
Well, I have a little silver here, so that takes you back a little bit. There were no cell phones. We'll try to narrow it down here a little bit. It was after Arkansas High had won 3 straight championships in football.
We're taking it back, way back then.
It was in the 70s. They won.
Let me say. Anyone want to help me out here?
They won 75, 76, 74, 75, 76.
So 70.
And we in 77's when I graduated. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So the first question we're going to get to is about the 1894 Gallery downtown. Could you tell us what it all offers and where people can find it?
Well, it's downtown. It's at 105 Olive. It's in an old warehouse that I don't think anyone in this room knows what it did, because it was back in the day of neighborhood grocery stores where mom and pops had grocery stores. It goes out of business in 1977 when all the convenience stores come in. And then, of course, the box stores are giving them a hard time now. So the building was built in 1894. Oklahoma was an Indian territory at that time. You go across, and it was not even a state at that time. So it was built in a magnificent way. There's a story about a guy that had a beverage company up in North, and he comes down, wants his beverage company to become a nationwide brand. And he comes down. His name was Bush. He had married the daughter of this guy named Anheuser or something like that. And he comes down, and they're looking for distributorships. He supposedly loans $15,000 additional dollars to build that building downtown Texarkana. And there's a Adolphus Bush hotel in Dallas. And so it is true that he did come down this way. So anyway, the building was built in 1894. It was used as a I'm sorry. I'm reading things and losing my train of thought.
Fine.
Is this live TV?
Yes,
we can cut that right out, can't we?
No, sir. We're going straight into it.
This is live, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We're getting back to that. So anyway, we have reinvented the building, and it's a art gallery with local artists. You will go down there and you will look around and you will be amazed. You're amazed at the talent that's around this area, that's basically hidden back in people's rooms, and they have these artworks that they're bringing out. And we have had visitors from 41 states. We're the number 2 thing to do behind getting your picture made at the post office for tourists in Texarkana to come down there and see that type of thing. And it's really going well. It's beautiful. You would be proud of it. Texarkana is proud of it when they come down there.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, since we're on the topic of renovating, making things new, can you tell me about some of the lofts that you guys are also that you have renovated and opened downtown for new visitors?
Well, yes, we've got 6 occupied now. We're working on the additional ones. It'll be 18 luxury apartments. They're very, very nice. Have granite countertops. It's very, very nice. I think I showed you a picture earlier.
Yes,
and
sir.
You
Very
said,
beautiful.
And I think you said that's in Texarkana. And that's one of the best compliments I got is from a young person that came down there and toured, and they said, "Why can't all of Texarkana look like this?" And that was an amazing compliment. I felt like it is really upscale. It is downtown Texarkana, and a lot of younger people. You'd think that some of the more aged people would want to be down there, but a lot of the younger people wanting to do something rather than just the regular old apartment complex. They want something different that they can call their own. So a lot of younger people are looking downtown. It's kind of a neat concept.
Yes, sir. I mean, when you showed me that, it was such a surprise to me. I would never imagine you would see something like that in Texarkana, let alone downtown Texarkana. That's something I would see, going to New York or maybe somewhere in Los Angeles. But I mean, that is what you showed me was very nice. I mean, guys, if you ever get the chance to go down there, you should try it out.
Yeah, we'd like to have an open house when we get these last ones done, and then maybe people can come down and look around and be proud of it. The people in Texarkana, there's things to be proud of, and that's something to be proud of.
Yes, sir. So the next question we have is for those who maybe, don't travel downtown often, what does, just the essence of downtown, what does it offer, and what are some of the positive reasons to stay and shop downtown?
Well, I think I asked you, what do you know about downtown? You said, well, I don't know much about
Yes, sir.
downtown because back in the day, everyone was downtown. In 1977-ish, 78, back in the day, they built a mall, and a lot of the downtown went to the mall. Now the mall's having more trouble, and people are looking at more at doing other shops in different ways. We don't want downtown to come back. We want it to be reinvented. We don't want 5 shoe stores to be downtown. We want it to be entertainment and things that people. And tonight there's going to be a lot of things going on downtown. There's a lot of the different places, restaurants and things have going on. There's I think a Santa crawl where Santa Claus is going to go around to the different restaurants and things like that. You can go on Facebook and see a lot of the events that are posted up there. A lot of things are going on. It's reinventing itself right before our eyes. Right now, you go down there and say, "Ooh, this is scary looking" or whatever, but it's changing right before our eyes. In the next 2 to 3 years, you will not recognize downtown Texarkana.
Yes, sir. I think, like you said, it's really important that we actually keep our history in Texarkana while also try and bring in a new generation of people, us younger kids that, plan to stay in Texarkana. We should bring those generations in with something new, something that they're more familiar with.
And a lot of people don't say, what building are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? It's the one where everyone gets their prom picture and their homecoming picture made. The parking lot's filled, and every week, for whoever's having homecoming or prom, it fills the parking lot. There's people walking around, and it's really kind of a fun thing down there to see everybody. The beautiful dress with the old rusty thing right behind it or whatever. It's kind of a neat concept. And that's a lot of the things that you saw. You saw the old and the new, just like your sets here have the bricks and the boards behind us and that type of thing. It's kind of that contrast of new and old, which really makes it jump out.
Yes, sir. So I think our last question is about how you also opened up the Flying Crow, the rail car restaurant. What was your inspiration for that?
Well, I was actually at church, and a guy was walking down toward me, and he said, "Oh, I love what you do in the building, looking great." And he just blurts out, "I have a train car." And I said, "How does this fit in this conversation? I don't understand." And he says, "You got to come see it. You got to come see it." So anyway, he had a lounge car that used to travel between Chicago and Los Angeles. It took 38 hours to drive over there, and it was a lounge car for the first-class people to sit around and lounge while they're going across the country. And it was intact. It looked great. It had stainless steel on the outside. I shined on that stainless steel. I think they're trying to get your attention in there, live TV. So anyway, yes, we renovated it. We built a train depot on the outside, which is for outside dining. And it's currently being renovated a little bit further, so for adding some areas in the kitchen. But we're looking forward to get it back open right after the first of the year.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for coming in and talking to us, sir. We really enjoyed that.
Well, we thank y'all. I was where you were and you guys were several years ago. You look at what the future has before you, and you just go and make your spot in town. And a lot of these things you say, what am I going to do? We'll find a need and do it. And that's what we're doing on that building downtown. Is something need to be done? Some people say, oh, it's a dream or whatever. No, it's need to be done, and we're getting it done, and people are receiving it very well.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for that.
Hey, what before you leave, I see these begging things going on, and I want to challenge people. Let me see what I got in my change. He was asking for change or something, so I'll put my change out there on the table.
Wow.
And well, that didn't mean to get in there. What is it? Can I take this back? No, I'll leave that on the table. And
all right.
Y'all do good in Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Peavy.
Well, yes, sir. Thank you for that, and thank you for this interview. As you can see, he gave a generous donation. If anybody else would like to give one, please call into the number that we have posted below. This is Razorback TV Live, presented by Midway Credit Federal Union. We'll be back after the break.